recall Detective Donner.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
If you could please be seated, restate and respell your name for the record.
Detective Joann Donner, Joann, Joann, Donner, Donner.
Detective, you've been in the courtroom the entire trial, and you've kind of heard us, you heard the testimony about the arrest of Maxwell Anderson on April 4th, correct?
Correct.
And you were the first on scene at Warnemont Park when the leg was found on the evening of April 2nd?
Correct.
On April 4th, there was testimony from Detective Galat that there were detectives at Maxwell Anderson's residence at the time of his arrest already, correct?
That's correct.
And what was the residence address again?
3161 South 39th Street.
He was arrested how many blocks away from there?
Approximately a block and a half. It's basically one block over roughly the same distance on the block.
On April 4th, 2024, did you apply for a search warrant to search Maxwell Anderson's residence?
I did.
Can you describe to the jury what had all been known to you, to law enforcement, between April 2nd and April 4th that caused you to apply for that search warrant?
By that time,
hearsay.
It's all information we've already heard. And it's for the effect on the witness, why she did what she did, why they went into his
If you're
house.
offering it for the effect on the listener, then it's excluded as hearsay and it's admissible, so you can answer the question.
Thank you.
by the time that we got to April 4th, we had the information regarding Sade's Life 360, so we were able to track her movements and obtain the video from Twisted Fisherman and also Duke's. So that way we knew that she was with Maxwell Anderson, and he was essentially the last person that we knew that she was with. With that information, I applied for the search warrant and was granted.
Okay, and then, so were you executing the search warrant before or after the arrest of Mr. Anderson?
Due to the nature of the crime, we opted to utilize our SWAT team, and they were quite literally en route to his house to execute the search warrant, as Mr. Anderson was also driving to his house. Hence the reason they opted to make the traffic stop, so we didn't have any type of a confrontation at the residence.
By April 4th, had you and your department made contact with members of Sade Robinson's family and friends?
Yes, we did.
Had you heard from anybody who had seen or heard from Sade Robinson since she was at Duke's on Monday night, or excuse me, the night of April 1st?
No.
Nothing else?
Cross?
Celeste, what exhibit number are we at?
I think you guys were starting at 800.
805.
Mark 805?
Yes, please.
Good morning.
Morning.
Is that working? Testing 1, 2, 3. Good morning.
Morning.
Showing you defense exhibit 805. I'm going to show you exhibit 805 and ask if you recognize us.
Turn it back on.
Testing 1, 2. Exhibit 805 and ask if you recognize us.
Yes, I do.
What is that?
It
Object
is,
for foundation. Ask for a little more foundation to be laid.
Look at the foundation. Go further.
Why do you recognize that?
it is part of the state crime lab's photos that were given to us regarding the search of Sade's vehicle.
The car that was, when you say Sade's vehicle, you mean the one that was lit on fire, right?
That's correct.
And that photo was provided as part of the state crime lab work in the case?
Yes,
And as obviously we just heard that you were the first detective at the scene of Warnemont Park, right?
correct.
You were also at the scene of the search of Max's home,
For a very brief time, yes.
and you've been here in court throughout the trial, obviously.
Yes.
And what is this picture? What is it? You said, what is it depicting?
It's a Bic lighter.
And it was recovered from where?
Per the note that's written on it, it's rear driver footwell.
Okay. Permission, move that into evidence.
I'm not objecting.
It's received.
Permission to publish.
Go ahead.
And I'm just publishing exhibit 805 right here. Is this what you were just looking at?
It is.
And this is the Bic lighter that was recovered from Sade's car and then photographed and logged into evidence.
Correct.
Now, you talked about a search warrant that was done at the Anderson residence, and I think you just said you were there for a brief period of time.
Correct. I had other detectives execute the actual search warrant.
Right, you said you had a SWAT team.
They make the initial entrance and then detectives come in for the search.
And a search warrant is something that is authorized by a judge, right?
That's correct.
Meaning that you provide information to the judge and they grant law enforcement permission to search the house.
That's correct.
And the whole, in this case, this was a warrant that was not one where you would give the person a heads up that, hey, we're executing a warrant on your house.
That's correct.
I don't know if any warrant would ever be that way, would it?
Would defeat the purpose.
Right, you never give a person a heads up, law enforcement's gonna get a warrant.
Correct.
There's some warrants where you have to do what's called a knock and announce, aren't there?
Correct.
And then other warrants where you have permission just to go right in without any announcement.
Correct.
Which one was this?
This was a knock and announce. Our department only does knock and announce.
Okay, so hence you would have to knock and say, what would you have to say?
Generally, they'll yell out that it's the sheriff's department search warrant.
Okay. Were you present when law enforcement knocked and entered the house?
I was not.
Okay. That's all.
State.
Nothing.
Thank you, Detective.